You know we the ones who keep this shit alive, yeah. You say you the ones who run it, that's a lie.
Hey, I'm Mendo from Mendo Creative and owner of Cxlture as well, and I am going to be answering some questions today and talking a little bit more about what we do with Cxlture Supply. I am originally from South Florida. I came out here to Utah back about 2 years ago, and my time here I've focused on wanting to build a community with different artists, different creatives, and see how we can work together to just empower each other, how we can work together to build something together, how we can all collab to do different projects to just help each other's dreams come true. So Cxlture, the name Cxlture actually of course comes from the word culture. And what that means is, if you actually look at the definition of Cxlture, it pretty much says that it is all the arts, all the manifestations of human intellectual coming together to create something. That is what culture is, and I am very focused on the creative part of that. And so that is actually one of the reasons why the name is spelled with an X instead of a U. So the X is kind of like a variable in math. So in math, X could equal anything. So, you know, it changes whatever the culture is, or it changes the answer based on the variable. So X could be anything. So in order to make up culture, you can be a musician, you can be an artist, you can be a designer, you can be an esports player. You can potentially be the person to change culture. And so that is what X is. X can be substituted with anything, and obviously without the U in culture, you don't have a complete culture. So that's why there's an X. That's why there is a U missing and there is an X substituted in the name.
You sleep in the hay and whatever is free. I've been rolling with paper like I gotta sneeze. I got G's in the south, I don't give you ease, but I shoot for my city till we on the screen.
Fun, I like to do, of course, design, draw, create different things, but I'm a huge fan of sports. So I love watching sports, soccer. I love playing soccer. That's one thing that I'm really passionate about. And then music, I am a huge music fan. I love listening to music, I love finding new artists, and every now and then I like to dabble in also creating some music as well with other artists. So I've always loved music. That's just one of the things that I've always grown up with. When I was younger, I've always would hear music growing up, different types of music from my grandma, from my parents, from, you know, my family. Just got into a lot of different types of music, and I just learned to love music. And unfortunately, I was never I wasn't born with the talent to make music myself. I used to actually rap when I was in like 6th grade, but my focus kind of started shifting more into creating, visually creating things. But I still wish I could create music. Like, there's things that I hear in my head. And so with that, I've worked on some projects along with some other artists, and some stuff that we're working on as well right now, where they help, you know, we collaborate on and making some music together. We're also working on doing an event, and just dropping a lot of different things. Music, like I said, is one of my favorite things, and I'm very passionate about it as well. So I'm excited to also grow with different artists in that area. So with Cxlture, that what we are planning on doing, like I said, we are more than just an apparel brand. We are focused on empowering creatives of all different platforms to help their dream come alive, and just kind of empower them to keep going and just whatever they want to do, to put all their full effort in, and we want to be that brand that represents that. So with Cxlture Supply, we've teamed up with verityclan, and with verityclan, what we're trying to do is we are trying to create an organization and a partnership that, same thing like I mentioned, empower creatives and trying to help them build their brand, help them build their own opportunities, help them build themselves while we are working together. So for the Cxlture drops, as far as they go, I don't really drop them in any specific order. What I like to do with my clothing is I like to tell the story. There's a story behind everything that I drop. And in July, one of the things that we are working on developing, as you can see, is doing something that is more neon, old, retro inspired. So along with not just dropping the clothing, we also like to do projects, tell a story, almost our experience around what we're dropping. And in this specific drop, the story behind it is good time, retro, futuristic, neon party type of vibe, and that's the story that I'm trying to tell with this one. It's very like NASA mixed with Miami Vice, futuristic, Back to the Future type of style, and that's what we're going to be doing for this one. And every drop that we do in the future, every drop is more than just dropping clothes, me designing clothes. It's also trying to tell the story, convey a mood, and just having other people experience that same thing besides just being able to wear the clothes. It's all encompassing, so not only will you be able to wear the clothes, but you'll be able to hear the soundtrack behind it, be able to see some visuals as well. So that's how I kind of like to work the brand. So I'm super excited to have had the opportunity to be here with Medici and to talk about our future with verityclan. Again, thank you guys for the support, and I'm excited to work alongside you guys. If you are interested in following the brand on social media, on Instagram, you can find Cxlture Svpply at CxLturesVPPly, Cxlture Svpply with an X and a V. So, and you can find me on my personal social media at iam.mendo. So iam.mendo.